I'm here. Yes, it's me. It's no accident that you are reading this now. I have been searching for you, right there in the quiet of your room, in the jumble of your thoughts, in the tiredness of your soul, in the routine that feels like too much to carry. I don't speak to you as a stranger or someone detached from your life. I speak to you as the one who created you, as the one who shaped you with my hands, as the one who has been present in every small moment others didn't notice. I have been with you when no one else was. I've been there in the darkest times, in your sleepless nights, in your silent battles, in every tear you kept hidden. When everyone else gave up on you, when they thought you were lost, I was still calling you by your name. I have never been far, even when you thought I was. I never left you, even though life tried to make you believe that. In truth, I have been crying with you, not with tears of weakness, because I am the Almighty. My tears come from love, from a father's deep compassion, from one who moves with purpose, preparing paths where you saw nothing but walls. I've seen your pain. I've heard your cries. I've felt the pressure on your chest, that anxiety you tried to hide behind forced smiles and polite words. I know the truth of your heart, and today I come to speak to you directly, without anyone in between. There is a miracle coming. I say this with confidence, with certainty. It's not just a wish or a fleeting hope. It's a promise that is already being fulfilled in ways you can't see yet. Something is moving toward you right now. You can't see it, but soon you will feel it. It will start as a small whisper, like a soft breeze touching your spirit, but it will grow until it fills every part of your life. This miracle is big. It's an answer to the prayers you've waited for, to the cries you made when you had no words, when silence was the only way you could speak. I was there, and every unspoken word, every silent plea, reached me as if it was incense. Nothing hath been forgotten, nothing hath been ignored. Every moment is kept in my eternal memory. Don't close this page. Don't walk away. This message is not just another message. This message is my voice calling you urgently. It's heaven itself opening its doors to reach you right now. Don't let distractions steal this moment. This is your time. This is your moment. I haven't arrived late. Even when you felt like everything was falling apart, like there was no hope or way out, I was watching as your strength weakened. I know how many times you wanted to quit. I know how many times you thought to yourself, I can't go on. Yet here you are. Not because of your own strength, but because I held you up when there were no more human reasons to keep going. I saw you sitting at the table with a broken heart, wishing for a life different from the one you had, silently praying for a new beginning that seemed to never come. I understand the pain of waiting for something that never arrives, but today, I am the one who is shifting time. I am the one interrupting cycles of suffering that have gone on for years. Cycles of abandonment, betrayal, deep sadness, and sickness that didn't just harm your body, but your soul as well. I am rising for you. I am moving to fix what took your peace away. That pressure you feel in your chest, that overwhelming feeling that everything is about to fall apart, is not the end, it's the start. It's a sign that something new is about to be born. It's my presence working deep inside, shaking loose what needs to fall, cleaning what was tainted, and restoring what seemed beyond repair. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. I didn't leave you. I didn't let you drift away. I am here, and I've come with an answer, with comfort, with power, and with a new story written from heaven itself. Stay with me. Don't close your heart. This is the beginning of something that will change your life forever. Hear me clearly, my child. You're not reading just any words. These words carry my breath. They are filled with my presence. This is not just a nice thought or a passing feeling. It is my voice, the voice of your Father, the one who has always watched over you. What began as a quiet visit in your room is now becoming a call from heaven. I am doing something deep in your life. I am digging into the heart of your story to pull out everything that has hurt you. I am rebuilding where pain once left cracks, and I am laying down eternal foundations. Where you felt abandoned, I am pouring healing oil. I am not just offering you words of comfort. I am giving you my truth, the truth that brings freedom, transformation, and renewal. There is a movement happening in the unseen world. Even if you can't see it with your eyes or feel it fully with your senses, there is a spiritual action taking place for you. I have sent angels, yes, messengers from me, to visit the places where you've lost your strength. They are entering the places where you left pieces of your heart, the wounds, the memories that still burden you. You are not alone in this fight. I have sent help from above. My angels have entered spaces where darkness once reigned. They walk with you, protect you, and carry out my will to secure your destiny. I have entered conversations where your name was spoken with disrespect. I've heard every word whispered behind your back. I saw the unjust judgments, the accusations, and the hearts that turned against you for no reason. But listen closely. I have silenced the lies, closed the doors that hurt you, and now I am opening others with my hand. These are doors no one can shut, paths no one can change. I am cleansing your name, restoring your honor, and showing the world who you truly are in me. Not because of what you've done, but by my grace. You will notice this, and you will feel it. Even the air around you will feel different, and the silence will taste new. I am filling your life with meaning again, returning what you thought was lost: purpose, vision, peace. Your home, the place where you fought, cried, and struggled, is marked by me. I entered where no one else could, into the room where you cried alone, into the hall where exhaustion dragged your steps, and into the kitchen where there was nothing to eat. But still you thanked me. I was there when you thought you were alone, and I saw your quiet faith, your gratitude that no one else witnessed. It is in those quiet, sacred places where your faith remains strong that my power will be revealed. You will be the miracle of your family. Listen closely. What I am about to do in your life will be so clear, so amazing, that no one will be able to deny that it is my work. There will be such a powerful presence upon you that even those who have distanced themselves from you will begin to come closer, not knowing why. Don't be afraid if, in the coming days, people start seeking you without explanation. It's no accident. I am leading them. They are coming not just because of you, but because of what I have placed inside you. I have marked you with my love, my spirit, and my authority. Anyone who touches you without my permission touches me. Anyone who wishes harm upon you will fall by their own words. You are not as vulnerable as you think. You are protected by the one who rules over everything. You are surrounded by power, grace, and light. I am your shield. I am your stronghold. And even though at times you felt abandoned, as though my silence meant I was far, today I reveal the truth. I was never far. I stayed silent only to help you grow, for there were things that, Had I acted sooner, you wouldn't have had the strength to bear. But now you are ready. You have been tested by fire, refined like gold. Now I can trust you with greater things. The silence is over. The time of preparation has come to an end. This is your moment. Not to run in your own strength, but to walk in mine. I will uphold you, lift you, and I will do this in front of everyone, not for your glory, but so that my name will be honored through your restored story. There was never a moment in your life when I wasn't there. Even in the darkest times, when the lights went out and loneliness became your silent companion, I was right there. In the days when you woke up without direction, without energy, and every breath felt like an act of faith, I was holding you every step of the way. I moved in the unseen. I protected you from the dangers you didn't even know about. I kept threats away that you never noticed. Every tear you shed, I gathered in my hands. Not a single one fell without meaning. Not one was overlooked. You were heard, even when you thought your voice didn't go past the ceiling of your room. There were times when the pain was so deep that even you couldn't understand where it came from. Your soul, your body, and your memories ached. You tried to explain it to others, but no one fully understood what you were feeling deep inside. Sometimes you stayed quiet to avoid adding weight to others. Other times, you spoke, but your words were ignored. Yet in all of this, you grew. In the fire of hardship, something was shaped within you that even you didn't realize was there. A stronger character, a purer faith, a resilience that comes not from your body, but from your spirit. I was the potter, working in every crack, molding what seemed broken. The hardest fight wasn't the one you faced with others, but the battle within your own mind. Thoughts of defeat, of not being enough, of being abandoned, crashed into you like waves against a fragile boat. The words from your past echoed in your mind. You're not good enough. No one cares about you. God has forgotten you. But let me tell you, none of those words came from me. The enemy tried to break you from the inside because he knew he couldn't harm you on the outside as long as you stayed under my protection. And though there were days he almost succeeded, your faith did not fall. It was weak, trembling at times, but it never went out completely. And that was enough. I saw that small spark and breathed life into it. Now, you are rising, not as someone going back to where they started, but as someone who has been changed right in the middle of the desert. There is an authority over you now that you didn't have before. There is a strength that doesn't come from logic or human support, but from the brokenness that has been healed by my grace. That's why I am bringing order to your life. I am fixing what was broken by human hands, by rushed decisions, by painful experiences. I am rewriting your story without erasing your past, because even the darkest parts will become a testimony to my power. I have started moving things around you. Even if it seems like nothing is changing, what I am doing is deeper than what meets the eye. I am shifting internal structures, healing your wrong thoughts, breaking generational patterns that have kept you stuck. What once oppressed you will now work in your favor. What seemed impossible to move will begin to shift. I have issued commands in heaven that are already being carried out here on earth. And everything that rises against you will fall by its own weakness. For it is written, no weapon formed against you will succeed. Not because you are strong, but because I am your protector. I have sent angels not only to shield you, but to work with divine accuracy in your surroundings. I sent help to places where you could no longer reach, They entered the places where shame kept you from returning. They went to areas where your name had been tarnished, to meetings where attempts were made to seal your future with contempt. And there, in secret, my servant spoke on your behalf. I silenced those who pursued you. I quieted accusations that came disguised as advice. I closed doors that only caused you pain, and I opened new ones that I designed. There will be no mistake that can stop me from fulfilling what I've promised. My plan stands unchanged, as firm as the day it was declared, and you will feel the difference. It will not be subtle. What I am doing will be felt deeply inside you. Even the air around you will feel different. There will be moments of silence filled with peace. You will wake up on some days and just know, without any reason, that everything has started to shift. Your home is marked by me. What was once dark will turn to light. Where there was hunger, there will be plenty. Where there were arguments, peace will come. What was once a place of struggle will become a place of hope. Where no one could enter before, I have already been there. In every space where you thought you were alone, my presence was there with you. Your life will become a sign to those around you. Not because of what you do, but because of what I will do through you. You will shine like a beacon, a guide to those who are lost, and even those who turned their backs on you will begin to come closer, though they won't know why. I will draw them to you, not for revenge, but for healing and restoration. Forgiveness will flow from you like a river, and my glory will rest upon you. Anyone who tries to touch you without my permission will face my defense. Anyone who speaks against you without cause will fall under the weight of their own words. I do not take lightly those who belong to me. You are covered under the shadow of my wings. You are protected, sealed, and chosen. The seasons when you felt distant from me were not times of abandonment, but times of preparation. There were things that, if I had given them to you too soon, would have destroyed you instead of blessing you. But now you are ready. You have been tested, not by chance, but by purpose. What comes next will be unlike anything you have known. The time for harvest has come, and no word I spoke will return without being fulfilled. Everything I promised you will come to pass. What many don't know is the weight you've carried in silence. They didn't see the times you smiled while inside you were breaking. They don't know the moments when you pretended to have everything together, while in reality, everything felt like it was slipping away. You kept so much inside, and you began to think that silence was normal, that constant struggle was just part of life. But I saw you all. I understand the silent language of your actions, the sighs you let out when you closed the door, the inner thoughts that no one else could hear. You were not overlooked. You were watched closely, loved deeply, and accompanied at every moment. There are things you are about to understand, not with your mind, but through revelation. There are doors that seemed shut to you, but in reality, they were waiting for the perfect moment, when your heart would be in tune with mine. I don't move according to human impatience. My timing is flawless, even though it doesn't always match your expectations. I don't delay or rush. I act with precision, and if you haven't received it yet, it's not because I've forgotten you. It's because I'm making sure that what you receive is perfect, that it lasts. I am setting everything up, so it's not just a temporary blessing, but a lasting transformation. You've learned to make do with less, to adapt, to be content with the basics. And while that taught you humility, it also caused you to lower your expectations. You started thinking that maybe the big, the beautiful, the complete wasn't meant for you, that perhaps fullness was for others, and for you, it was just about surviving. But that's not my plan for you. I didn't call you to a life of resignation, but to a life that reflects my faithfulness. I am here to break the mindset of scarcity that you created as a defense. I don't want you just to survive life. I want you to live it, according to the design I originally planned for you. A plan that was made before you even took your first breath. I've been removing things that you once accepted, relationships, habits, ideas, places. I didn't do this to punish you, but to make room, because what I am about to bring into your life will fit into the old patterns. I am breaking apart the alliances that drain your energy, disguised as support, but holding you back. I am shaking what seems solid to show you that your security isn't in what you built alone, but in what we've built together. You don't need to carry it all. You don't have to hold on to what I'm removing from your path. I've also started waking up things in you that were dormant, dreams you gave up on, gifts you didn't know how to use, words you kept hidden out of fear of judgment. I'm bringing back to life what you once buried out of shame or pain, what you hid to protect yourself. I am now revealing to glorify my name. It's no longer the time to stay hidden or remain in the background. I am bringing to light everything I planted inside you, and this time, it won't be for you to waste or give to those who don't appreciate it. This time, it's for you to use with authority, wisdom, and purpose. Everything that's coming will require a version of you that you don't fully know yet, but that I've already formed in secret. While others overlook you, I was strengthening you. While they pointed fingers at you, I was preparing you. It wasn't wasted time, it was quiet training. And now, every scar will make sense. They won't disappear, but they won't hurt anymore either. They will be marks of victory, showing that you went through the fire but weren't consumed. You weathered storms but didn't sink. You were broken but never abandoned. I have prepared unexpected encounters. People will suddenly appear, bringing keys that will unlock paths you didn't even know existed. You won't expect it, but your spirit will recognize it. You will know it deep inside, with a certainty that can't be explained but can't be denied. I am orchestrating everything with divine precision. I will change the rhythm of your life. Where things once felt repetitive and purposeless, inspiration, clarity, and direction will start to flow. The empty days will turn into days filled with purpose. You won't walk with your head down, waiting for the worst anymore. You will lift your head with confidence, knowing that the one leading you does not improvise, but fulfills. You no longer need to chase after what belongs to you. You won't need to compete, compare, or force things. What is meant for you will come without you having to fight for it. What is promised to you will be drawn in by your obedience, not by desperation. And no one can take it away from you before it's time. What I have assigned to you will not succeed in someone else's hands. Your portion cannot be stolen because I have kept it safe. Get ready, not out of fear, but from trust. The season ahead will require surrender, not effort. I'm not asking for more work, I'm asking for trust. Trust in me, because what I will do is not based on your actions, but on my faithfulness. And I do not fail. I do not change. I do not lie. What I have promised, I will bring to life. What I said I would do, I will make real in your life. And when my work becomes clear, you will understand that the entire journey was not punishment, but my care for you. Everything you thought you lost was not the end. but the beginning of something greater. There were times when your choices led you down roads that were not mine, yet I never took my eyes off you. You walked through difficult paths, believing it was the only way. You carried burdens that weren't yours because no one else would, and took on responsibilities that wore down your soul, all because of your deep desire to do what was right. But I never intended for you to live under constant guilt, nor to carry weights that my grace had already planned to release. You became so focused on surviving that you forgot what it was like to breathe in freedom. Today, I am here to remind you that your soul was made to soar, not to crawl. You were not created to live in fear, uncertainty, or to constantly seek approval from others. You were made with identity, with purpose, and with an eternal assignment. Everything the world tried to define about you, I am breaking down. The labels others put on you, the words they spoke without care, the judgments made without compassion, the harsh comparisons, they are all being undone by my truth. What others said you were has no power over what I know you truly are. You are not defined by your failures, nor held back by your mistakes. I do not see your life as a series of falls, but as a journey of growth. Every step you took, even the wrong ones, will become part of the story I am shaping in you. Nothing will be wasted when it's in my hands. I redeem, I transform, and I bring meaning. The struggles you faced have not only changed you within, but have also broken external chains that were keeping you stuck. There were ties that seemed helpful, but were slowing your progress. There were people walking beside you, but not in the same spirit. There were words that bound you more tightly than any physical chains, and thoughts that held you back more than any walls. But all of that is being uprooted. I am cutting invisible ties that kept you in cycles of standing still. You will no longer repeat old patterns. You will no longer pull back every time you move forward. The time of constant movement, of progress always interrupted, has come to an end. There is something awakening inside of you that will not be ignored much longer. It is an inner voice, a restlessness that doesn't come from your surroundings but from my spirit. It's the deep knowing that you were meant for more, that there is something in you yet to be fully realized, and that what you know about yourself so far is only a small glimpse of what I have placed within you. This conviction will grow, and it will not allow you to go back to what you once accepted. You won't fit into environments that no longer carry my presence. You won't feel at ease in places that don't reflect my truth. Not because you are better than others, but because I have placed a seed in you that can't grow just anywhere. I am preparing you to bear lasting fruit, not to keep sowing in barren soil. The discomfort you've been feeling lately isn't a sign that something is wrong, but proof that you're being pushed toward something new. What once satisfied you no longer does. What you once tolerated now feels heavy. What seemed enough before now feels like a cage. Because spiritual growth doesn't let you settle for what doesn't carry life. I am expanding your inner self so that you can receive everything I've been preparing for you. There are promises waiting, ready to be fulfilled, but first, I am growing your ability to receive, to discern, and to hold them. I don't want to give you something you're not ready for. I would rather wait until your character is ready than give you a blessing that will become a burden. I am pushing your limits, not to hurt you, but to show you that you are stronger than you thought. The weakness you felt at certain times was real, but it was only for a season. That season has ended. You are being equipped with a new strength, not one that comes from human support, but one that comes from a renewed spirit. The resilience you are building now won't be temporary. It will become a part of you. It will show in the way you speak, in the choices you make, in how you walk through difficult situations without losing your peace. I'm not just changing your circumstances. I'm forming a foundation in you that can hold everything I'm going to pour into your life. I am here. Yes, it is me. It is no accident that you are reading this right now. I am reaching out to you right where you are, in the quiet of your room, along the thoughts that you can't sort through, in the tiredness of your soul, in the routine that feels too heavy to carry. I don't speak to you as someone distant, foreign to your life, or indifferent to your pain. I speak to you as the one who saw you come into this world, as the one who shaped you with my own hands, and as the one who has been present in every small detail that others overlook. I have stood by your side when no one else was there. I've been in the darkest parts of your story, in your sleepless nights, in your personal battles, in every tear you hid away. When everyone else turned their back, I kept calling you by your name. I am not distant, even though you may have felt that way. I did not abandon you, even though life made you feel otherwise. In truth, I have cried with you. Yes, I cried, but not with tears of weakness, for I am the Almighty. My tears do not come from helplessness, but from the deep love I hold for you. They are the tears of a father who moves with compassion, who works with purpose, and who builds paths where you've only seen walls. These are tears that mark a change. I have seen your pain. I have heard your cry, and I've felt the weight in your chest, the sorrow you carry inside, which you've tried to hide behind forced smiles and polite words. I know your heart, and today I speak directly to you, with no one in between. A miracle is on the way. I speak with authority, with certainty. This is not a dream or a false hope. It's a promise that is already being fulfilled in the unseen. Something is heading your way right now. You may not see it yet, but soon you will feel it. It will begin like a soft whisper, like a gentle breeze on your spirit, and it will grow until it fills every part of your life.